Snow is on its way to south central Wisconsin tonight. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is tracking the latest and what you need to know before heading out the door. And crews are investigating a deadly house fire in rural Grant County, what we know so far. Plus, meet two men working with the city to keep Madison's homeless population off the streets and warm this winter. Why they say the problem is only getting worse.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. We're expecting accumulated snow starting tonight and into tomorrow morning. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana, that advisory just started in our area, right?
It did, yes. Now, right now, we don't have anything coming down for us on the backyard patio in Madison, but a lot of folks are already seeing some snowflakes swirling around, and that's just going to continue on overnight as more of these snow bands build in. Winter weather advisories in effect for areas north and west of Dane County. And that's going to continue overnight until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And as we look at our radar, you can see some of that steadier snowfall right now. Actually looks like it's at the very edge of Greene County and in Lafayette County. So around Monroe, we're seeing some steadier snow. In Madison, still right now, not seeing much coming down, but that is going to pick up over the next several hours. 19 in Madison, 21 in Janesville, and 18 in Platteville. So what we are talking about tonight is just snow. We don't have to be concerned about any drizzle mixing in. That's the good news. But it might make things a little slick still for early tomorrow morning. We'll take a closer look at your Fulton day in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Dana. The City of Madison Streets Division says plows will be out tonight as snow begins to fall. The city is reminding residents to drive carefully and that travel tonight and tomorrow morning might be difficult. Plow trucks will first plow main roads and salt them. They will continue to loop through main streets as snow falls overnight. Several cities in our area are already declaring snow emergencies ahead of tonight. The city of Beloit declared its emergency yesterday. It goes into effect at 8 o'clock and runs until 3 tomorrow afternoon. During the order, cars will not be allowed to park on city streets. Stoughton has also declared a snow emergency. New tonight, 2 people are dead, including a 12-year-old boy after a house fire early this morning in rural Grant County. Grant County Sheriff's deputies say the fire started in Blue River around 3:30. A 33-year-old man and a 12-year-old died in that fire. 2 teenagers, a 14-year-old girl and a 15-year-old boy, were transported by MedFlight to Madison and Milwaukee. 2 other people who were in the house were treated and released at local hospitals.
Not even close to what we were expecting when we got on scene.
How's that?
Flames coming out of a house.
Yeah.
People still stuck inside. It's not what you get paid for, but you really got to expect the unexpected.
The cause of the fire remains under investigation. Turning to our coronavirus headlines now, DHS and county dashboards show an increase of nearly 1,600 cases in Wisconsin over the past day. 39 more people have died, while 23,000 of the state's 532,000 all-time cases remain active. More than 5% of Dane County's population has received at least 1 dose of the coronavirus vaccine. That's according to Public Health Madison in Dane County. 39,000 doses of the vaccine have been administered to nearly 30,000 people. Public Health says people who have been vaccinated fall into their Tier 1A of DHS's vaccination guidelines. The county will start vaccinating people 65 years or older starting on Monday. Overall, Wisconsin's COVID-19 vaccine rollout is consistently falling near the bottom nationwide. That has sparked a partisan battle in the state, with Governor Evers defending the program, saying we aren't getting enough doses from the federal government. Vaccine experts monitoring the vaccine rollout across the nation caution against using raw numbers to judge a state's response.
It is a marathon, not a sprint. And, I think we can look at what some states are doing and learn from that. And that's really important. I do think that, every state has built a very broad and strong network of private providers.
News 3 Investigates is comparing Wisconsin's plan with other states around the country and seeing if the plans for the states with the best rollout can be duplicated in other states. We'll have that story tomorrow night on News 3 Now at 10. New at 6, it won't be safe for people to sleep outside tonight, but some people have nowhere else to turn. Gabriela Becerra introduces us to 2 friends who make it their job to get resources to people living on Madison streets, not just tonight, but every night.
No workday looks the same for John Adams and Michael Moody.
We're out here checking, making sure no one's out here, and if they are, they know they can go into shelter tonight.
The founders of Catalyst for Change dedicate each evening to connecting and building relationships with Madison's homeless population.
We usually pick an area to start with, and we'll connect with each individual in that area. We'll in a sense, go to people's tents, we'll go to their little shacks or whatever they may have.
The duo has a long list of experience doing this, most recently at the Beacon. Now contracted by the city, Catalyst for Change aims to be a point of contact between those in need and the city's many service providers.
We bring the services to them at the ground level because we understand that transportation and a lack of trust is issues that many people face.
COVID-19 consolidated homelessness, made it more visible, but Adams fears it will only get worse.
When the moratoriums, the eviction moratorium and things like that end, that's when you'll really see an influx.
Their work takes time.
And I sometimes feel like broken angels.
It's not always easy.
It is a challenging situation. How do you keep things going and keep people warm and survive out here? And at the same time, keep them safe.
And it can't be solved alone.
These are our sons, our daughters, our mothers, our aunts, our uncles. We have to do better as a community.
Gabriella Becerra, News 3 Now.
The City of Madison started its second contract with Catalyst for Change earlier this month. Part of that contract includes collecting data on the city's homeless situation and reducing police interaction. There's more to come on News 3 Now at 6. One of the pioneers of cable television has died. We'll take a look back at the legendary 50-year career of Larry King. Plus, Governor Evers is threatening legal action against groups contaminating Wisconsin lakes. How one local group says we need to move forward. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
We are the Thrivers, women with metastatic breast cancer. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in postmenopausal women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant. In a clinical trial, Kisqali plus fulvestrant helped women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer, and it significantly delayed disease progression. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Dear Winter, it's been fun getting to know you. Sleet, blizzards, ice. I love that you don't hold back. We didn't take it personally when you tried to bury us under 6 feet of snow. It's cool. You do your thing, and we'll do ours. Stay chill. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can get $500 customer cash on a new 2021 Toyota 4Runner. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Larry King, the award-winning journalist who became cable TV's most well-known talk show host, has died at the age of 87. He hosted Larry King Live on CNN for more than 25 years and interviewed an estimated 30,000 people. Sunlen Serfati has a look back at his legendary life and career.
Larry King spent more than a half a century as a broadcaster.
It's been a hell of a 50 years. I don't know how much longer I can go. But as long as I feel it, I'm going to keep going.
King was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1933 as Larry Ziegler. He moved to Miami in his 20s to pursue a job in radio. He also wrote a column for a local newspaper. In 1978, he started The Larry King Show, a late-night radio program that was eventually syndicated in hundreds of cities.
Good evening. My name is Larry King, and this is the premiere edition of Larry King Live.
King joined a still young all-news cable channel called CNN in 1985 and soon became the face of the struggling network. Over more than 25 years, he interviewed celebrities, politicians, and newsmakers. He was known for his conversational style and for rarely becoming confrontational with guests. He was able to book the biggest names in Hollywood, from Elizabeth Taylor and Frank Sinatra to Al Pacino and Brad Pitt. He famously kissed Marlon Brando.
Goodbye. Goodbye. I've kissed my brother on the cheek, and I've had friends hug me, but he's the only man to ever kiss me on the lips, and I can't stop thinking about him.
The NAFTA debate he moderated between Ross Perot and Al Gore was one of the highest-rated cable shows ever.
How do you stop that without NAFTA?
King brought together Israeli Prime Minister Itzhak Rabin and PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat.
We don't want to divide the city.
And he sat down with past and present American presidents, from Richard Nixon.
Let's set this straight. Did you hate the people who criticized you?
To Barack Obama.
You still like this job?
Oh, this is the best job on earth.
He covered live news events from wars to elections.
Do you think you're going to cost Al Gore the election tonight? Honestly.
No.
Shortly after the September 11th terrorist attacks, he brought his show to New York.
When it comes to describing what I saw earlier this week at Ground Zero, I really cannot find the right words.
King was married 8 times, the last to Sean Southwick. After more than 25 years at CNN, he decided to end his nightly show and only appear in specials for the network. He signed off his final regular broadcast on December 16th, 2010.
I don't know what to say except to you, my audience. Thank you. And instead of goodbye, how about so long?
No official cause of death has been released. However, King's family publicly announced that he was in the ICU battling COVID-19 at the beginning of the month. There's more at 6. See how thousands of Wisconsinites are taking part in a nationwide research project and what they might soon learn about themselves. Plus, we're expecting several inches of snow overnight. Dana has the latest in your First Warn forecast. Next.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto helps people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
In the truck game, greatness is defined by a relentless commitment to the customer, forged over decades, built by a team resolute in helping you achieve your greatness. Experience this award-winning lineup today. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 44 years straight and counting.
Hurry to get $7,250 in total savings on a Built Ford Tough F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
And save big during Steinhafels winter sale. Save 35% store-wide, and with Steinhafels 60-month special financing, your new room has never been more affordable. Get great deals like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress starting at $399. This sofa now only $499. A queen bed $799. Or this dining set just $949. Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses for every style and budget. So warm up and save at Steinhafels winter sale.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
At U.S. Cellular, we're building a powerful 5G network that works without interruption in the places you wouldn't expect. And with every plan at U.S. Cellular, you get access to 5G at no additional charge. So no matter where you are, U.S. Cellular's network always keeps you connected in the places you need it most. At U.S. Cellular, all of our plans include 5G and get unlimited data for just $30 a month with 4 lines. U.S. Cellular.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Some of the 13,000 Wisconsinites participating in one of the largest research initiatives ever launched by the National Institute of Health will soon get to learn a bit more about themselves. Margarita Vinogradov explains how this program could impact the future of healthcare.
The first round of results are in for participants in All of Us, a genetic research program hoping to collect samples from more than 1 million Americans. This first round of results indicates more about their genetic heritage. The next, more about their genetic predispositions and health risks.
The program, which started in 2015, is committed to having 50% of the national sample be from underrepresented populations. UW's own Dr. Farrah Edwards is a participant herself and says that even 10 years ago, this research wouldn't have been possible.
The world is changing really quickly, and once you have the specimens that are banked in a way that allows them to be preserved for future use, we don't even know what wonderful things can come out of this because the technology and the science is changing so quickly.
Although there aren't any big findings yet, investigators can begin to pose questions about the specimens collected so far.
Tonight at News 3 Now at 10, how this data can help trace when coronavirus really began in Wisconsin. In Madison, Margarita Vinogradov, News 3 Now.
Madison is going to be featured tomorrow morning on the CBS Sunday Morning program. Reporter David Pogue spent a day here finding out from Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway why Madison is considered a climate haven city.
Welcome to Madison, Wisconsin.
There's a coffee shop, there's a pizza place, there's a bookstore.
Satya Rhodes Conway is Madison's mayor and a climate resilience advocate.
We have solar on almost every municipally owned building. At this point, we have a goal of being 100% renewable for city operations by 2030.
So people think of Madison as cold.
What we like to say here is that there's no bad weather, there's only bad clothing. So, you know, if you're properly dressed, you can enjoy being outdoors year-round here in Madison.
Catch CBS Sunday Morning at 8 o'clock tomorrow, right after News 3 Now Sunday morning. Let's get a look at your first warn weather with Dana Fulton. It is cold, and you will need the right clothes.
As long as you're dressed right, yes, that's what we're looking out for right now. Definitely snow boots, a good idea for us right now, as we do have winter weather advisories in effect for areas north and west of Dane County. We'll have steady snowfall overnight, and those accumulation totals are going to land in the 1 to 5 inch range, with the highest amounts northwest of Madison. Our first light snow bands moving in right now, so for the next few hours, we'll see these steady snowfall rates kind of pick up for around Platteville, and again, that band's going to continue to lift northeast. This is the first of 2 snow rounds that we're keeping a close eye on. We have accumulating snow tonight, so there's an alert day in the forecast for tonight and for tomorrow. Tomorrow and Monday will be seasonably cold outside, and then Monday night we have another opportunity to pick up some snow. This is going to be one of those very high impact but low confidence events right now, as we do have a very sharp cutoff right along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, with folks south of that picking up a lot of snow, and then areas north, a very tight gradient, not picking up quite as much. We'll look at that in just a second. Right now, of course, we have the light snow starting to creep in. We're expecting to see those snowfall totals land in the 1 to 5 inch range for us overnight. And then as we head into Monday night, notice that clock's still running. We'll see higher totals to the south, and we could see some of that heavier snowfall creep right over the Wisconsin-Illinois line. That's going to bring us some heavier snow heading into Tuesday morning. But for tonight, it's again in that 1 to 5 inch range. Over the next few hours, we'll have these light snow bands lifting northeast, off and on snow expected throughout the night, and at times visibility might be reduced. Right now, things look okay on the roads, and I just checked. It doesn't look like we have any slick spots, but for early tomorrow morning, might take a little bit of time to get things cleaned up for early Sunday. This is just after midnight. You can see that steady snowfall might pick up just a little bit of a clip between about 3 and 7 o'clock, but after that, the snow really starting to taper off to flurries, And later in the afternoon, we might get a little bit of clearing late in the day, but the snow not a factor for us late in the afternoon. And then as we head into Monday morning, we're in the teens. In the afternoon, temperatures are going to be seasonally cold in the mid-20s, and there's that light snow chance starting to creep up late in the day on Monday, so it's not really going to impact much of your Monday, but it'll creep in later on, and those snowfall totals for areas south of Madison, likely in the 2 to 4 inch range, but areas south of Wisconsin and northern Illinois could be much, much higher, so we're going to keep a very close eye on the track of that system. Our precip trends starting to pick up a little bit into that 8 to 14 day outlook, also likely will be in a little bit of a warmer trend, as we have a few more light snow chances creeping on in. That snow is going to taper off tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the upper 20s. Pretty seasonable actually for us for Sunday and Monday with those temps. And the snow will kind of kick off our work week before we look ahead to the end of the week, and then we'll see those temperatures warm up just a little bit more for us. We'll be back into the 30s for Friday heading into the following weekend, Amanda.
All right, and the snow will be here. It'll be piling up a little once we get to that point.
It will by then, yes.
All right, thank you so much, Dana. Still ahead in sports, a third of the fans at Super Bowl 55 will be frontline workers. How the NFL is hoping to honor those who have been fighting the pandemic. After the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you take daily prescription pain medications, but they don't help enough? Do you want more options to better manage chronic pain? University of Wisconsin-Madison STAMP Study offers free, safe, therapeutic programs to address chronic pain. The programs occur once a week for 8 weeks and pays up to $340. Call 608-212-6902 today. Again, that's 608-212-6902.
Joint pain, swelling, tenderness.
My psoriasis. Cosentyx works on all of this.
Cosentyx can help you look and feel better by treating the multiple symptoms of psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
Watch me.
Get real relief with Cosentyx.
Still hard to find a spot, just easier to park. Still the big move, just more moving. Still singing, just more in tune. Still the gang's all here, just less are we there yet. The Chevy family of SUVs, making life's journey just better.
Get over $3,700 cash allowance on most 2021 Equinox models. Plus, current Chevy owners with an eligible GM credit card get an additional $1,750 total allowance. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
After a drunk driving accident, drivers may be punished in the criminal justice system, but the victims are overlooked. But not by Gingras, Thompson, and Walks. With devastating injuries and loss, drunk driving accident victims need an attorney to fight for a way to rebuild their lives. GTW lawyers have won some of the biggest civil awards. Recently, over $5 million for a woman who lost her husband and became disabled. More power, more fight, the most heart. Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
A few states are leading the pack in getting vaccination shots to their residents. Wisconsin isn't one of them. News 3 Now shows you what other states are doing in the race to vaccinate, why our state is lagging behind, and how can we catch up. Sunday at 10.
Wisconsin's men's basketball team is ranked 10th in the country, but today the 15th best team in the nation was just a bit better. The Badgers made a late push at the Kohl Center this afternoon against Ohio State, but it wasn't enough for Greg Gard's squad to extend its winning streak to 3. Sports director Zach Hanley will have full highlights and reaction of the loss tonight on News 3 Now at 10. It's been a while, but Lambeau Field is ready to host tomorrow's NFC title game, even despite concerns over the coronavirus. Anywhere from 7,000 to 9,000 fans are expected to see the Packers take on the Buccaneers tomorrow afternoon. afternoon. Most of those fans are season ticket holders who got their ticket online at a first-come, first-served basis. Just like last week, the team says social distancing and mask wearing must be followed.
By and large, everyone did do that last Saturday. We had a few instances of people who were not as receptive of the reminders when we gave them to them. So if we do have any of that going on this game, we will ask people to leave.
Green Bay police say 8 people were removed from last weekend's game. They made 2 arrests while 6 others were ejected for various fan conduct violations. For more on the team, we'll have a special report on the Packers' unprecedented season and a look ahead at their game against Tampa Bay. You can watch Packers 2021 Titletown to Tampa next right here on News 3 Now. If the Packers win tomorrow afternoon, they'll be heading to Super Bowl 55, where about a third of the 22,000 fans in attendance will be healthcare workers. The tickets are gifts from the NFL. CBS News' Michael George has more.
Crews are setting up the Super Bowl experience in Tampa ahead of Super Bowl 55 next month. The interactive theme park, where visitors can play games and virtually meet players, will be free this year for the first time ever. Also free, Super Bowl tickets for about 7,500 healthcare workers from around the country. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell surprised medical staff at Sarasota Memorial Hospital.
I want to invite each member of your team to be our guest at the Super Bowl.
Each NFL team also gets to invite a handful of vaccinated healthcare heroes from their hometowns.
You're going to go to the Super Bowl? Are you kidding? Yes.
The Green Bay Packers, who are 1 win away from the Super Bowl, picked infectious disease doctor Michael Landrum.
I've been a football fan ever since I was a kid. It's kind of surreal. Because while I'm down there, I still know that there will be people up here in the hospital, and my colleagues here will still be at their bedside taking care of them.
The pandemic is also limiting how many tickets will be sold. Only about a third of available seats. That worried Super Bowl super fan Tom Henschel, who's attended every Super Bowl for the last 54 years. This week, he got an email from the NFL offering him the chance to buy a pair of tickets to the big game.
Somebody definitely look out for us. I didn't think they'd let me down.
Henschel lives just 15 minutes from the stadium, and he's thrilled to keep his super streak alive. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Super Bowl 55 is scheduled to be played 2 weeks from tomorrow on Sunday, February 7th. It'll air right here on CBS. Now, Dana, I know that some snow might affect the game tomorrow in Green Bay.
Yeah, they're going to see some snow coming down, too, overnight and for early tomorrow, and that, of course, is good news for us to have a little bit of snow mixed in, a little more wintry weather. Good news for the Packers. Alert day in the forecast for tomorrow because that snow in the morning starting to taper off, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get the roads cleaned up. Temperatures will be in the upper 20s to start off the work week. We also have an alert day in the forecast for Monday because the system coming just south of us really impacting northern Illinois. It might drift a little further north. It's definitely going to bring some snow along the Wisconsin-Illinois state line, but if that track pulls any further north, we could be seeing significant snowfall. So it's something that we're going to watch very closely over the next 2 days. After that, for the end of the week, we have a little bit of a warming trend. We're back in the 30s, and it seems like we're going to stay in the 30s as we look ahead to the following week with a few more light chances for snow mixed in there. But tomorrow morning, Amanda, a good idea to have those snow boots on hand.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.